Hey, how you doing, folks out there in YouTube land? My name is Stefan, and the reason I'm making this video is because back in the year 2000 I got my first computer and I started learning how to do different things online, and I learned how to build websites at this place called Homestead Technologies. They're also known as Intuit, and they were free when I joined their web hosting site, and I started building websites on there, and I used it as a cloud to store my files and whatnot, and I started writing a book. It was memoirs about my life. If you look at my channel, you can see video tape material of when I was disenfranchised and I was like living in the back of my SUV or living under a bridge and things like that. But I maintained work and I maintained a bank account. I paid bills. I had a cell phone. I appeared in TV, movie, and films, and did a lot of work as an actor. And I also had side jobs. I stored my files with them for about 13 years, and they just totally destroyed them. I would call from time to time when my account was inactive and down, and I would ask them by phone if they had still had my files, and they said, "We never delete files, ever. We keep our files all the time. It's no big deal. When you're ready to reactivate your account, just call in and let us know." Okay, so last August I called them to make sure the files were there and to make sure that everything was in order, because I was getting ready to reactivate my sites, because I had my professional acting website on there. I had my prose and my artwork and decoupage websites on there, and I had a few other websites on there also that I had built with their site builder, which does not allow you to transfer files to any place but your desktop site builder that you can download on your computer. I had to do a systems restore on my computer, so I had to actually delete the entire hard drive and start all over again. So when I went back to reload the files, they said that they had done some kind of server change back in November and that the files were gone. They didn't let anybody know they were going to do a server change. They didn't let me know afterwards that the files had been deleted. Nothing. Everything was just gone. That's like over 13 years of work. My memoirs, some people would say that you keep a personal diary. I typed out everything and I stored it on them as a cloud and was assured by them that everything was in good order. They deleted my files, they deleted my websites, they lied to me, they obfuscated, they did all kinds of smoke and mirrors and song and dance. And during the conversation with one of their senior managers, he even told me that he had pulled up a page but there were no photos. So another lie. They had the file but they didn't have the file. During the conversation, the contradictions were so incendiary that I just got absolutely livid, and I had to hang up because they said I no longer had an account with them and that the files were gone, and that was the bottom line. So in the interim, then they go and they take my personal information, my bank card information, and they go in my bank account and took over $100 out of my bank account just because they wanted to. So I had to go through all the heartaches, and sorrow of calling my bank, canceling my bank card, making sure that the money gets returned, and working with my bank to let them know that these people stole money from me. There are blogs on these people on CNET. There are people that are outraged. Their servers are always down. They're always stalling, or they do this, they do that, they do the other, and they lie constantly. They're always lying. They tell you one thing and they do another, and it's all because of the fact that they don't want to lose the revenue that's coming in. They're looking at dollars and cents. They're looking at the bottom line. If you want to know what they're about, watch a video on YouTube called The Corporation. It explains succinctly what these people are doing. They don't care about anything but the end result. So the reason I'm making this video is because I'm trying to warn people out there. Don't use Homestead Technologies. There are a lot of people that are with me but they're not organized, and they'll tell you the same thing, and they're having the same headaches, they're having the same problems, and nobody's doing anything about it that is in the company, and they're making excuses, they're shrugging you off, they're going, oh well. Don't use them. Don't use their site builders. Don't store your files there. Don't use your websites there. People are losing money hand over fist from these people. I'm just doing this as a public service because of the fact that they leave us no alternative but by word of mouth and networking. This is the only way that we're going to bring these tyrannists down. These people who consider money more valuable than human life, human property, and human history. The only thing that matters to them is how much money they have to bribe whoever they want to bribe so that they can go sit on an island in Bora Bora or someplace and get everything they want while we suffer the neglect, the abuse, the detractions, and the degradations that these guys have because they can bribe people with money. Money means bribing power. Don't use these people. These people will ruin your business. They will ruin your files. They will ruin everything. They're in it for the money. They fake that they're a community. They're not. They're thieves, liars, and scandals. Don't use them. This is my public service. It's an announcement. Take it for what it is. God bless you guys and all the best.